Guys, so today I'm gonna be showing you a scenario of what if World War II Germany came back. Well, it won't be entirely accurate, but I'll try my best to be accurate. Also, I will include NATO, considering Germany and is a part of NATO and the EU. This will be interesting. Anyways, like I said, this is not going to be entirely accurate, so let's begin. Anyways, as the world is shocked how the Weimar Republic, or now known as the Third Reich, has just came back, and the Austrian painters also came back, even though it's like over 100 years old. The Austrian painter goes ahead to declare war on poor old Austria as usual, as basically a punishment. So first of all, the Austrian painter starts rounding up troops on the border. And considering Austria, well, they can't basically defend the land. Basically, they're screwed already. So, yeah. The Austrian painter will also try an encirclement tactic, which would work. Over here, which worked 3 times. So, right, because they've done that 3 times. And basically, Austria would be claimed as theirs now. Would be claimed as theirs. Just like that. The Austrians did not have a chance as the Austrian painter has more troops than anyone in the world and is currently at number 1. Which is a bit scary for other people, such as the USA, because they can't beat a literal god of war. Now, anyway, what's an advantage for World War II Germany is that they've done this before. They're experienced, so now they'll know everything. Anyways, they now declare war on what's now considered as the Czech Republic and basically Slovakia, or once known as the Czechoslovakia. Anyways, as the Austrian painter starts drawing up troops at all sides, it's rounding up them. Next of all, the Austrian painter starts taking all of Slovakia. You're claiming the head of Slovakia. Okay, right over here. Meanwhile, the other troops will round up to here and reinforcing their lines. It's a bit more. What's even more worrying about the Czech Republic is that now they're being crushed by it for all 4 sides. It's slowly but surely. As you know, they become one. They basically get crushed at the end. They're getting shredded by the Austrian painter himself. Now everyone's starting to get a bit worried here, because this Austrian painter has just come back and has now taken another country, the past countries he's invaded, even at his own order. Now, as we just see, Hitler starts the Austrian painter, I'm sorry that was offensive, invade the rest of Slovakia here. The Austrian painter claims the tail and then claims the entire land. And by doing this, he's basically gone new enemies, such as Poland, France, Britain, and Russia. Now, to make this clear, he basically takes and then annexes all of his remaining countries, breaks the border between them too. And basically, it forms this. A thing. Which I would not like to say. Anyways, now, because of this, they are now going to launch an attack on Poland. Yes, I'm sorry if this is offensive, guys. Really sorry. Now, first of all, they start surrounding up troops at all of their borders. Even at their smaller border. They still manage to make a push up of Poland. And considering Poland is weak, it is weak to the German Reich and has lost just about to the German Reich before, they have no experience at all. Well, and basically, they get rounded up like this. And then they become landlocked. And Germany also reinforces their landlocked state. It's over here. And basically, here we are. They're taking this. Now, what's weird about this is that France and Britain don't declare war on Germany, as they don't want any more wars happening like World War III. So they let Germany have this one. But they won't let Germany have another country. So they decide, in order to stop Germany from invading other countries, they start to cut off Germany's supply lines, which go on to Finland. Unfortunately, Sweden and Norway don't allow this. This blockade, which is nice for Germany, as they start pushing in at all more sides. It's over here. Eventually, they start making a roundup here, and start making more progress further on the northern border of Poland. Poland eventually gets eaten up more and more and more, getting closed up. And basically, Poland has lost to this point, and Germany could finally have all of Poland, which is nice for Germany. They also sent ultimation for, basically, Lithuania, I think it was called. But that doesn't work, so Germany has that one. So Germany says, fine, you can have that. They also go ahead to claim their borders and take what was theirs. Well, what was the other countries, actually? It wasn't theirs. They're not. Anyways, so we could see the Germans are way too powerful. They just taken over a whole 4 countries, and they already look more bigger in the map. So what do they want to do? Well, concerning the British, they found out the British are hurting their supply line. Instead of going after Norway, well, actually, they will go after Norway, to be honest. So first of all, because they don't have a choice, is basically Norway comes in. Denmark surrenders, and Norway hears about this and joins them because they don't want any war. So basically now Germany has more coastline, and they would first now declare war on Great Britain, which would be really bad for France and the other countries, as Britain is their local thing. Now, as you can see, Britain won't stand a chance. It's unlike their pass rate. So they first start getting taken over by the coastal areas. Also, Northern Ireland would get taken over by by the Germans. Meanwhile, Britain starts getting under threat of London, which is over here. as Britain loses more of their land. The other troops arrive and land here, and then all directions meet, leaving Great Britain landlocked. So what they do is now they go ahead and reclaim London, eventually taking Britain away. Now afterwards, they declare war. Now they declare war on other. They demand other countries to join him. So they do, as they do not want any war, recruiting the French, and basically, World War II Germany will now have that sweet, sweet victory after all, right? Wrong. Because Spain refuses to join. And when someone refuses to join, they declare war on them. Now Spain realizes this and basically joins them, as well as some other countries too, such as Switzerland, Germany, and Italy, and basically Slovenia, Hungary, Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Sweden, and Finland too. So Germany is pretty big. It's a pretty big threat right now. And it's just taken over half of Europe. Some of the Balkans are left, but that doesn't matter, as now Germany can now start to plan more of his evil scheme up as he takes all of the borders, as he is just fully annexed, which is harder than it seems. Now, just because of this, Germany is way powerful than before. They've got way loads of land, and the Russians are pretty mad at this, but they still declare neutrality to them. At all, as they don't want any war between the most powerful nation. Unfortunately, though, it's the Third Reich. What do you expect? So in response to this, Germany signs more. Germany basically accentuates the entirety of Europe, as Europe doesn't want any war. And basically, Europe is now under the Third Reich's control, which is Russia's nightmare. But fortunately, though, Russia has the power of the third of them. And plus, they have way more experienced troops. You see, Germany has way less experienced troops. Although they're the number one biggest military world, that doesn't stop them from being inexperienced brain idiots and basically brainheads, which the Austrian painter didn't even think of, or even handle of, which is why. And all of his elite members are now dead from some other wars, such as the Great Britain War. And basically, yeah. This is it. Now, Russia gets war. Unfortunately, though, for Nazi Germany, some other countries decide to join, including the USA, as they want to end this once and for all, including Northern Ireland, all of America, and all of Africa. Now, when you get to declare war on all sorts of nations, That's when you know you're a bad boy. Now, anyways, as you know, a powerful nation against all these nations. Yeah, you could clearly see who's gonna win here. So basically, the Northern Ireland starts to annexate all of their land back as troops start landing over here, over at the coasts of the islands of the UK. You are now known as German in the UK, now becoming UK again. Now, considering the other countries saw this, surprising, they decided to join. Eventually, the two islands in summer over here got independence, and as a result, joined the war. Even other small islands, and even another country got its independence, which is devastating for Germany. Which is really devastating for Germany, as I was just one against all other countries. And it was fate he was going up against. Fate, that's right. He was going up against fate. And eventually, some other countries also got independence from him, such as Sweden, and Ireland, and even Norway itself, declaring war on in Germany. Meanwhile, back in the UK finally gets released from the Third Reich, and basically, the Third Reich is starting to lose, as they have no hope left. Eventually, the Russian troops arrive, and they start pushing in mass numbers, like really massive numbers, and start taking all of Europe. And basically, what does happen is that Germany coastal areas will now be gone. Now, as everyone is landing on troops everywhere, even this area, the small islands even make some landings over here. Over here in the area, Germany is really screwed, but they try their desperate attempts at starting, but don't push back. The German troops are really experienced about this area and basically loses the new Ukraine capital. Eventually, he's going ahead to lose the Belarus capital. So it was only a matter of time before they got landlocked. And landlocked they did. You see, the small islands started making some really great progress. Over in Italy, everything wasn't going great, as they just got taken over. Sorry, the brush is a bit too big. And basically, Spain just got divided from the French, making Spain go. The Germans have feared this as now they've just got land. There's more landing going, making the Germans fully landlocked. At this point, they were getting pressurized by all sides. Of what they expected, and basically got crushed during this thing. Berlin wasn't. Now people weren't happy about the German world. Well, over here, as now Germany was now falling completely. They started getting pushed and pushed and pushed even more. They tried to make a desperate attempt, but failed. So now they get closed in at all sides. Berlin is now a site over here, and they start leaving Berlin for last. They start circling around Berlin and demand the new capital of Germany, and so eventually they demand Germany to surrender. Just like that, they do. And as you know, the world is in world peace again, and Europe becomes a union, and Europe becomes a fully thing, basically, a fully new country, which is the biggest country now in the world, as they've also reunited with Russia. Sure, something that no one could do. Seriously, not even China. Anyways, it's basically our European Union borders start to dissolve, and Europe becomes a country itself, which is pretty nice for some other countries too, like China. Because now they can get some access to Europe, as Russia, as Kyrgyzstan is right at their doorstep, and they're now European. And here it is, the peace treaty that Europe, the Union. So that's what happened if Germany came back. I'll see you later. Bye.